Hi, Lupe. All right. So, tarot reading. It's been like a day. So, okay. 1 second. All right. Let's find out what is going on with this person. Good shuffles. Okay. All right. Okay, so your first card is the basis of basically the entire situation. What is going on? You know, what is... So basically we have strength. So what I'm doing is I'm focusing on, you know, you're confused, so we don't know why and what is going on with him and this girl. So this is the strength card. So this is just maintaining. So he is trying to maintain a way of being just for the sake of pretty much the strength. So there's probably something, I mean, we have the lions, so I mean, it's, you know, I don't think anything, you know, is eternal with them. There's no eternity with them in the relationship, but I do kind of get the feeling that there's like she is, you know, exerting influence over him. So I still get that feeling. And then as far as you and him, I kind of feel like it's being pushed back. So just like the lion's mouth is being shut, she is something of a, how do I want to say it? Basically, she's the one controlling. She's the controlling one. She's the opposite of strength. So she's controlling, narcissistic. She is, you know, vindictive. She gets her way, and she, you know, uses her strength in a way that she shouldn't use it. So manipulation, you know, mental torture. That is what, literally what can, you know, be happening, and that is spiraling around in his head, and it makes him even more confused. So it's just her. She is the problem. Now your second card is what, you know, the energy, or, you know, a person or energy that is, you know, crossing them, their situation, for the better or for the worse. So we have the Chariot, another major card. Now the Chariot literally is, it would be him. So this is him. He's the one, and you're the one also. You're in here. You're one of the charioteers. That's the charioteer. This is the subject. So literally, I feel like, you know, there's no gender on these cards. So with the Chariot, I do kind of feel like that. Basically, he has the power to get out of it, but the control she has over him, it is affecting you and him both. So that, I mean, it's just control. Narcissistic. So, I mean, we have a lot of narcissistic tendencies right here with the Chariot going on with her. So, she is literally, I don't know if she does magic or anything, but I mean, her strength, or I mean, her will and her vindictive ways and her manipulations are so strong that it probably makes him question himself, and that is what I am getting from that. So don't, you know, think that it's going to be the end, and, you know, don't think the reason he would probably say stuff like, you know, don't, you know, fall in love with me, don't do this, don't do that, you know, the odd time frames of talking would be trying to work around her. So just by him maintaining the communication with you, it keeps it going. So we have that too, and that's a good form of strength. That's not the manipulative, vindictive, emotional and mental, you know, scrutiny that, you know, she's doing. So that's the good stuff. There's good in there. All right, now below you is the third card, and this is something that has become a part of either your experience or their experience as a couple. So we have the Seven of Swords. Alright, we have the Seven of Swords. So already something has happened in their relationship to make him question her. So, either she got caught, she didn't, strategically plan her, her thoughts, her ideas, whatever she was going to do, if she was cheating, basically I see it as trying to, two-time behind his back. So that is pretty much what's going on with that right there. Very sneaky, very vindictive, very evil ways of thinking. Not pure evil, but, just the basic, narcissistic tendencies. We have, the control freak, the mental manipulations, and that also affects him as well. And if it affects him, it's going to affect you. So that's what's confusing him, and that's what's confusing you. It's her. It is all her. She's behind the scenes as this treacherous woman, doing this, pulling the strings. I don't like that. I don't like what she stands for. I have not liked what she stands for. But he can break free if he wants to. He doesn't have that strength yet. He's got to build that strength up. You give him that strength. That is what I see here. That is exactly what I see here with the the chariot, the subjects. So basically, when he is under her control, so are you, because you are, you're helping him. You're aiding his mental clarity. You're helping him become stronger. You're an outlet for him to vent. But she's not, she doesn't have power over you too much. I would not honestly worry about her having power over you. But it is her behind the scenes doing all of this. And I don't know why she's so vindictive and just manipulative, and she is, I don't know, it's very secretive, very secretive. So that relationship, there's tons of secrets being hidden, and I don't like that. Okay, now your fourth card is something that is currently either in your general vicinity of your life, or it is within their life, their relationship, that is passing out of that relationship or your life right now. That's the Knight of Swords. So that's a really, really rapid energy. So the Knight of Swords, we can see it's going that way. So basically what she's doing, he's catching on, so he's caught on to all of what she's doing. Her mental games, indicating of the past. So it's something that's become part of their, relationship experiences. This would be the Knight of Swords then. So the Knight, he's kind of like, oh, okay, I understand what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So I am going to put in motion one thing in my mind to try to get out of this relationship, to try my hardest, one plan. And there is a ton of energy backing up his plan. So you're in there. You are in there with him. I would really honestly say that is where he is headed, away from this situation, out of here. So she needs to take a hike, like I said before. So, alright, your fifth card. This is something that may happen in the future, depending on his actions, her actions, and your actions, for that relationship to end and for yours to begin. We have the Page of Swords. Alright, so this is him. This is him. He needs to finally, if he does actually walk away from this with the Knight of Swords, and we come to the Page of Swords, which is, we have a lot of swords there. It's a lot of mental, going-ons. The mentality of her. So if he actually can really finally dig deep into himself and realize that she is this vindictive, manipulative person. I just about burned my arm hair. Yeah, he is going to have a clear mind and a fresh start. Solid ground for a new relationship. So it's going to be the flip side of the sword, flip side of the coin as well. So it's going to be more focused on towards you. So I would expect that. I honestly would expect that, and I really, really like that because there's more solid ground standing there. The wind is blowing, so that's the winds of change coming. So I would not, put it past them to actually break up pretty soon. So that is definitely him realizing, hey, I gotta get out of this. I gotta cut everything out of here, and I gotta cut those etheric cords and ties with her because she's so freaking manipulative and she's evil and, just a narcissist. Now your sixth card represents what? definitely it should happen in the future, depending on his actions. So the more you talk to him, the more you help him, just be there for him. That's all you have to do. Maintain and be there for him, and know that it is going to happen. I don't feel like that they're going to be together for not too much longer. But yeah, I definitely feel like this is something that may happen. So just being there for him. You've got to be there for him, so he's got to realize too, alright, this has already happened. She's cheated. She's done something. She's been sneaky. She's very sneaky, secretive. She's very behind the scenes, pulling, the strings for him. He is her puppet. So if all that works out, which I do feel like it's going to work out. I mean, he's going to get eventually, mentally tired of it and just say, all right, enough. We have the Queen of Cups. To me, this represents you. This represents you. Very emotional. You hold on to your emotions. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You are a very kind woman. You are loving. You're caring. You have so much to offer somebody. You have so much to offer as in like a king. So that would mean marriage or a relationship to me. And that will be something of a very harmonious relationship. We have very, we have a solid ground that she's actually sitting on. We have like little cupids. And then we have basically what looks like a holy grail, where it's a giant cup. So the holy grail would be you and him getting together. She is being rushed out of here. So I could probably do a little something just to kind of help her, little hot foot powder and push her out of the way. But I do feel like this is you. This is your nurturing side. So you're going to be, the balance to his masculine side. So you're the sacred feminine. He's the sacred sacred feminine and sacred masculine coming together in balance. And that would be the chariot being balanced out. You and him, black and white, yin and yang. That is what should happen. It should happen. If he really, really decides to actually just say, hey, I'm done, I'm tired of your stuff, I don't want anything to do with that. But yeah, the swords, definitely, the swords and the cups, the swords are of the mental, of the mind, so thought, actions, that we need to act on. Page of Cups, that guy needs to act on this and realize, what she's doing with the strength, manipulating that, turning it around. So yeah, I do feel like this is you guys though. But then we have the waters too. So we have very peaceful, calming waters in the Queen of Cups. And that would represent a very peaceful, loving relationship with you two. Very bountiful and flourishing. Growing and blossoming together instead of, stagnation and slowness and, no progress at all. But with all these swords, there is a lot going on. With the cups, there's a lot going on. It's being, energy, it's moving, so something is in the works right now. And I do feel like that it is him trying to, really decide, okay, well, I need to leave her because I know what she's doing. That is what is going on. So that's what's in motion, especially with the wand. So it's more thinking than acting right now. She is doing her thing mentally. So he's just got to come back and say, all right, I'm taking my power back, taking my strength back that you're manipulating, and I'm going to move on. Now your seventh card is basically your own fears of the situation, or his. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Alright, so I kind of feel like that, this is him. Is he afraid? I honestly think he is afraid of change. He could be very afraid of change. He could be very afraid of leaving her because he doesn't know what could happen. I don't know if they live together. I don't know if they have kids together. But I do feel like that he could be really, really afraid of change. So it could be a total upheaval of his entire world if he were to leave him because he is so if he were to leave her because he is so accustomed to being treated and mentally, just mentally degraded and just like mentally crippled is what she's doing, just trying to mentally cripple him. So really could be that he's scared of the happiness that you're going to bring into that kind of a relationship. So we have fear, basically fear, and we have being controlled emotionally. Fear and emotional control. That is what she is doing. That is what she is exerting over all of this, and it's ridiculous. So yeah, that's a major card though. So he might be afraid, to move on because he's so accustomed to being, in this kind of a relationship. Maybe he's scared, to be someone else to fall in love with him, because, you know, maybe he doesn't feel like he's worthy of love. So that's really a common thing, though. That's a psychological thing. People think that they're not worthy of somebody else's love when they are. So we are all worthy of being loved. We are all worthy. We're all, you know, amazing human beings. We all have our faults. We all have our ups and downs. And we all have our good and bad qualities. So he could just be really, really freaked out and scared because of her. She's done a number on him. I mean a huge number, and it's terrible. I don't know if they fight or anything, but I have heard cases where the woman is beating the boyfriend. It's not funny. It's not funny, but men go through it too. Abuse, domestic abuse, men go through it too. In every kind of a relationship, you're going to have that. So that is exactly what he could be afraid of. I honestly am kind of seeing her throwing things, her throwing fits, him being hit. But I feel like he has the strength, the bodily strength, to actually contain her so she doesn't get out of control and try to hurt him too bad. I mean, he would not hit a woman. He is too kind. He is the Page of Swords. He is very, very, very nice. Very gentleman. Very romantic. So, being scared. Those times. This also represents time. So, those times that he does talk to you, that could be really indicative of, okay, well, she's gone. Alright, I have a second to communicate with you. That is what is going on. Definitely what is going on. I don't like her. Sorry, but I don't. Okay, so now your 8th card is basically what, the opinions and the influences of family and friends on this situation. So whoever you've been talking to, whether it be me, whether it be somebody else, whether it be him, this represents the like your friends' influences and opinions on this, you know, subject of you and him and her, them, and that is the 6 of Swords. So basically, this is looking like his friends, and it's looking like he needs to take you. And he needs to get out of those rough waters. You see how rough those waters are down here? That is the turmoil. That is the crap that she is digging up and stirring up from the depths. It's like she's taking her toes and she's pulling the mud up from the bottom of that river, ocean, lake, whatever you want to call it. The calm waters in the back, or in the forward ahead of them, that represents more calm times to come. So that would represent mental clarity, being together, being with you. That would represent that. So that is kind of what I feel like people think about you and him, and he needs to leave her because it's toxic. It's literally like he is drinking toxic water. So when we put fruit, a dead piece of fruit, a moldy piece of fruit, next to a ripe piece of fruit, what's going to happen? The mold is going to actually jump over and infect the healthy fruit. So that is what is going on there. The mind. She is corrupting and rotting his mind. And he needs to get out of that toxicity, those waters. Get with you and row away. Clear the way for positive things to come. You and him, better days to come, better relationship. Very indicative. So yeah, I don't know if he would have to move away from her, but yeah, I do feel like that would be, you know, a very good possibility of what is, you know, the opinions and everything that's going on. So it's pretty good. It's actually really, really good. Alright, now your 9th card it represents your own hopes and matters in this situation. And we have more cups. We have the 2 of Cups, and this represents 2 people coming together, either in a relationship, a friendship. Basically it shows to me going from friendship. So this right now is a period of talking, being friends, just friends, and I would take that and I would run with it. And then it's going into a relationship, and it's coming together. It could be a possible marriage. Like I said, I keep seeing that place with the fountain in the middle. We have the background is like concrete. It's like a concrete jungle. It's in like the city, the town. Not 100% sure, but yes, I love this. This is very, very good. So that just represents the relationship and what you want to come out of it. So it's very good, very good. We have that peace, that, you know, equality, you know, you compliment him and you bring out his best qualities and vice versa. So we have that going on. But it is I mean, basically, it's all her. But it's him too. Because it's, it takes two to tango, blah, blah, blah. So he does need to actually get out of that relationship if he's willing to. So it might take him a bit, I'm not 100% sure, but I do feel like, he's scared of that kind of change because it's going to be something very big. Alright, now your 10th card is the final outcome. So, and this tells the final outcome what it will be. Basically, if everything goes according to how it's going now, and he realizes and says, alright, I see that she's manipulating me and she's being this vindictive bitch, then I'm gonna just kind of scoot on out of there, and that's what's gonna happen. Alright, we have the 7 of Wands. So we have rapid energy coming in the future, very, very soon. So that would be him. That would be him fighting off her energy, her manipulations, her negativity, her narcissism, her vindictive ways. Yeah, basically everything that she is about. She is very negative, she's not nice, and she wants to see him fall. So anything that she can do to ruin him, what she wants to do. She wants to ruin, she wants to just rot the brain. And this is very good. This is live energy that he will be taking. So this is him in the future, fighting her off. So I do feel like it's going to take a bit. It's going to take a bit. I would still continue to talk to him, be his friend for now. Just go along with what he says for the sake of his own sanity and for the sake of, not causing them to fight and, uproars, lashing out at each other and, for his own safety. So in his sanity and his own strength. But yes, I do feel like that he will be definitely fighting for what he wants. And I do feel like it's you. But, I mean, how long have they been together? It's, they've established something. So it's there. But again, I still feel like he is, a little bit, fearful of what could be going on. So, my Lupe, where did the other card go? Did I have another card there? I swear I had another card there. Oh, the Queen of Cups. That was you. I forgot. So yeah, basically that's you. The relationship, the good solid foundation. Let's draw a little more on what's to come in the future. We have the Star card. So we have a balance, a big balance here. And the Star card is basically an indicator of, yes, you're on the right path. You do need to choose. So that is a choice to be made. That is being guided. So something higher up is guiding him. I don't know if it's his own intuition, his gut feeling. I don't know if it's his higher self. Whatever he believes in, whatever he has placed his faith in, whether it be God, Goddess, Spirit, Source, whatever. That's the Star card right there. Ancestors, it could be them. It could be him calling on them for strength to actually get out of this entire completely insane, chaotic situation. Do a little more on here. Knight of Pentacles. Alright, we have manifestation. So this is him again, maturing through the Fool's journey. We have him maturing, coming to a realization of what he wants and who he wants. And, if you can see it, we're on very solid ground. New beginnings. So, with this, I do feel like he will overcome her with the help and guidance of someone or something bigger than himself. And the Knight of Pentacles will be the manifestation of, okay, it's done, it's over, I want Lupe. A little more on this. Alright, 7 of Cups. Yeah, so all of her hiding, all of her, being very secretive, it's coming to an end. He'll find out. Everything in the end is what he's going to find out that she's done down here. Being sneaky, being vindictive, being, not faithful, just everything that she does. Like if she throws things at him or if she hits him, that, he just kind of covers that up. Covers the emotion up. I don't know if he drinks or anything just to kind of, deal with her. Whatever he does to deal with her, it's emotionally numbing, and that is what's going to help or not help, him come to terms with what she is actually, doing to him and his mind and his life, what she's holding him back from. But I do feel like that this is going to be a pretty major, a pretty major time for what is going on with him, her, and you. So my biggest advice, so we know what's going on with him and her. She is crazy. She's very crazy. So we know what's going on with them. The future stuff, all of this column right here, the Celtic cross, With these ones, we have all of the good things that are coming, getting out of this situation. So basically all you can do is be there for him. Be that strength that he needs. Be the person that he needs. Help him fight if he needs to. Help him get through whatever he needs to get through. Just by being there for him will give him strength, and that will help him to manifest and overcome and say, hey, I got to get out of this situation. And that's going to come back to you too. And then that's when that can be manifested. That's when that can come to be. So, but the timings and, the saying, not to fall in love with him and all of that, that is coming from a place of fear with the Wheel of Fortune, of being happy, of being with somebody that really cares for him and really loves him and wants to help him and take care of him and nurture him, like the Queen of Cups, like you would want to. Everything that you want to do for him, that is what he is scared of, because he is not used to it. He is accustomed to this chaos instead of this serenity and this being taken care of and having somebody there with him that actually does care. So, alright, Lupe. I hope this helps. I really hope this helps. If you need any work done, don't you hesitate to tell me, and I will be on it like that. So, alright, I love you very, very much, and I hope this does give you a little bit of insight and kind of helps you, to know where you stand, because you are still of importance to him. So just be there for him for now, and let everything unfold, because everything will be coming. Whether you're in the picture or not, he's going to realize it. Everything she's done, it's going to come out in the open. So she is very toxic. I can feel this, it hits you right here. I don't know if you ever feel that, but it hits you right here. It makes you sick and it makes you confused. So that is her. That is purely her. But alright, Lupe, I love you very, very much with all my heart. And I will email you as soon as I hit stop, and I hope you enjoy. If you go back and kind of read, listen to the reading again, I think it'll give you a little more insight into what could happen. So I could do a little magic for you, kind of help things, along. But ultimately, I do still feel like it's going to be you and him. So I don't think it's going to be you don't really need magic for this. You don't need, any of that. All you need is you, because you're amazing. And basically, she's toxic. You're not. Kaboom. He's going to realize that. And yes, I like what's going to happen. So, alright, I love you. I will email you. I'm sorry I keep going on. I will email you here in just a second. So, everybody else, I love you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, alright, Lupe, I hope you enjoy, and I love you very, 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 very much.